Welcome to the most interesting chart of the week with myself, Michael Nauss from StatsEdgeTrading. We're going to go through just that, a chart that I think is really interesting, something that I may watch from some of the discretionary things going forward, or if we end up seeing from our systems that we run at the end of every week, if I see something from this particular sector, I'm going to be really excited compared to what it is if it's just a normal type of security. So a little bit of housekeeping, just a few seconds here just to get started. Again, I'm not going to mention this every time, but I have a couple. A free trading course, free intro trading plan course on StatsEdgeTrading.com. You can go there, you can sign up. That also gets you the free newsletter. If you don't want to take the courses, you can just grab the free newsletter here. And what I do on the free newsletters, I send out every time I do a video and then some extras on top of that as well. It's a way for me to be able to contact you guys directly. And for people who are StatsEdge Pro members, don't worry about it. But if you're not a StatsEdge Pro member, very soon prices will be increasing for StatsEdge Pro. The feedback I've gotten has been amazing. When I launched this, it's been 6 to 8 months now. So we had this kind of introductory price, let people get in who wanted to get in, and very soon those will be increased, but grandfathered in. So if you want to get grandfathered in at the introductory rate, go to StatsEdgeTrading.com. You can click on any of these buttons right here. It will bring you to the Substack. You can check all of that out. But again, price will be increasing soon. So make sure you lock in that lower rate now. Now, what sector I'm going to talk about? Well, kind of already spoiled it here, but this is WGMI, which is our Bitcoin miners ETF. Very interesting chart here. This is a great one just from a charting point of view, where you have your big dip and you come back up to this prior resistance zone, and then you have a smaller dip, and then you're back up to this prior resistance zone. So just from a pure technical point of view, I like that we've got 4 tests of this high, so a break through that. There could be some people interested in just buying that breakout. We know buying all-time highs is generally a good thing, but one thing that really stood out here on FinViz is you can actually track the short float percentage here. And my dome's in the way, so I'll just show you this. So this has been just increasing over time, and it's been increasing the same time that the price has been increasing. So I always say you need 2 components for a potential short squeeze. You need people shorting, and you need those people to be wrong. If I see it all the time on StockTwits and Reddit and all this, oh, this stock is primed for a short squeeze, but it's because it's half of the float is shorted, but the stock's down 99%. It's like, so it's not going to squeeze because these guys are up a huge amount of money. But in this case, they've been shorting at the same time the price has been increasing. So that's interesting to me as well, where I know that the most amount of people that are short this crypto miners ETF is short at the top, right? So a lot of people are underwater. They're kind of hanging out in this kind of $13 to $15 range. So the fact that people are short Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin miners are close to hitting a new all-time highs, that's interesting because, again, that's the only way that you know for sure that those shorts are losing money. Now, we've put in this nice kind of consolidation in Coil all week, and we've broken that here as well and holding on so far today. This is, again, something I want to watch from like a weekly chart. I don't want to hold these things forever because they're not great businesses, but that short could resolve higher. And then lastly, it's very interesting that the Bitcoin miners have been breaking out yesterday when Bitcoin did this. So we've had Bitcoin miners breaking higher as Bitcoin itself is pulling back. So this could be a good way to potentially get some exposure to crypto and the crypto space, even though crypto is not moving too much, because specifically, right, Bitcoin, Ethereum is staked, and so you're not going to get that kind of exposure there as well. But nice little breakout, nice solid breakout on a little bit greater than normal volume as well. So there's some volume behind that push. Now, this ETF isn't too liquid. Right? If you go to a 5-minute chart, you can see big gaps here. But this could be a starting off point where potentially you could take a look at something like Mara from a daily chart. You have this zone right here. That's very interesting. This kind of $16.50 to $17 area. If we get through that, Mara is shorted 31%. And then you have WULF, TeraWulf. This one gapped up on earnings or a little bit after earnings here. Nice strong push there. And this one's heavily shorted at 31% as well. So For me, I might just take the ETF or the index. But as always, what I'm trying to do here is that after today is over, I'm going to run all the stats. I'm going to get ready to send that email to StatsEdge Pro members, and it's going to have somewhere, I have no idea, somewhere between say 15 and 30 potential ideas, swing trading ideas for next week, with entries and exits and stop losses and how we're going to trade them, the whole 9 yards. Again, I'm a quant, so it's fully systematized. It's not me being a guru saying buy these things. These are systems. You can go on the website and see how they've back tested over 25 years. But if I'm going through that list and there's 10 things to buy and one of them's a Bitcoin miner, I'm going to be more excited about that, maybe take that with a little bit bigger size, a little bit more conviction, because I like the index. That's why I spend so much time looking at these ETFs, going through this, because if my system gives me two options, it says here, buy one of these two names, I only have buying power for one, and I like one of them way better, I can size up in that position as opposed to splitting that buying power in two across the two of them. So that's what we're looking to do here. I appreciate everyone for coming by. I hope everyone's having an awesome summer. And until I talk to you guys next time, get away from the screens.